कैसे हैं आप? आज बच्चों हम +1 का एक इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक करने जा रहे हैं, जीपी सीरीज, ज्योमेट्रिकल प्रोग्रेशंस। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिस्कस जनरल टर्म एंड द सम ऑफ द n टर्म्स ऑफ a GP, and then we will discuss to find the geometrical mean between two positive numbers. So first of all, what is a geometrical progression, GP? Any sequence, series, any series which is of the form a comma a into r comma a into r square comma a r cube comma dot 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 a into r की power n minus 1 is called a geometrical progressions. There is a common ratio between them. First term is a, second term is a into r multiplied by r. Again multiplied by r, we get ar square. Again multiplied by r, we get ar cube. Ar cube is the fourth term. Here is 3 if it is fourth term, and here will be n minus 1 if it is nth term. Hence, the general term of GP is Tn is equal to a into r to the power n minus 1. This is the formula for the general term, nth term. Tn is equal to a into r raised to power n minus 1 is the general terms of the geometrical progressions. These geometrical progressions, where a is first term and r is equal to second term upon first term is combination of the geometrical progressions. We can find the common ratio by dividing the second term by first term. It may be greater than 1, it may be less than 1. And if 3 terms are in GP, then third minus divided by second must be equal to second divided by first, if they are in GP. So this is the first formula, which is the general term of a geometrical progression. If 3 numbers are in GP and their product is given to you in a question, that find 3 numbers in GP whose product is this, that is given to you in the questions, then what is the procedure to take them as? If 4 numbers are in GP and their product is given, and if 5 numbers are in GP and their product is given, then what is the method to select them? So first is, if 3 terms are in GP and their product is given, then take them as. First term you have to take A upon R. Now multiply this by R, we get A, and again multiplied by R, we get A into R. यदि तीन टर्म जो जीपी में हों और उनका प्रोडक्ट आपको दिया है तो उन तीन टर्म्स को आपने ये चूज करना है. लेट फर्स्ट टर्म इज A अपॉन R, सेकंड इज A एंड थर्ड टर्म इज A into R. यदि हम इसको मल्टीप्लाई करें, R से R कैंसिल हो जाएगा. यू कैन फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ स्मॉल a immediately. So therefore you have to take like this these three numbers which are in a GP whose product is given to you, then take them as if four terms are in GP and in the question their product is given, then take them as first is A upon R cube multiplied by R square, we get A upon R multiplied by again R square, we get A into R, and multiplied by again by R square, we get A into R cube. Therefore, if four terms are in GP and their product is given, this is the condition, then in order to find the solution of that question and make it easy process, you have to take like this. यदि हम इनको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे R क्यूब से R क्यूब, R से R कैंसिल, यू कैन फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ A वेरी इजीली. फिर आपको एक ही वेरिएबल बचा है R निकालने के लिए. तो दिस इज द प्रोसीजर, दिस इज द मेथड. इफ फोर टर्म्स आर इन GP and their product is given to you in the question, then you have to take these four terms like this. And if five terms are in GP and their product is given, then you have to take them as A upon R square multiplied by R, A upon R multiplied by R, A, फिर multiplied by R, A into R and A into R square. These are the five terms, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. They are in GP. And if their product is given, if you multiply by these all and their product is given to you, then R will be cancelled. R square से R square, R से R, you can find the value of A again. So this is the procedure to find the three terms, four terms or five terms if their product is given to you. This is very, very important for competition as well as examination point of view. Geometrical mean between two positive numbers. Now we will discuss to find the geometrical mean between two positive numbers. If three terms A, capital G and B are in GP, then capital G is called geometrical means between A and B. If A and B are two positive numbers and A capital G into B are in GP, then capital G is called geometrical mean between A and B. And value of G is square root of A into B. Because these three are in GP, therefore third upon second, T3 upon T2 must be is equal to T2 upon T1. This implies V upon capital G is equal to capital G upon A. By cross multiplying, we get AB is equal to G square. This implies G is equal to square root of AB. This is the method to find the geometrical mean between the two positive number A and B. Simply multiplying and taking the square root. Capital G, value of capital G is AB square root. This is the geometrical mean between two positive number A and B. Now the sum of first n terms of a GP. If there is a GP, then what is the formula to find the sum of the first n terms? There are two formulas depending upon the value of common ratio. The first formula is Sn is equal to A into r raised to power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 if r is greater than 1. Value of the common ratio is greater than 1, then this is the formula which we have to apply. And if r is less than 1, then A into 1 minus r raised to power n upon 1 minus r. If r is less than 1. This is the second formula of the geometrical progressions. The sum of the common ratio is greater than 1, then we have to apply this formula. And if r is less than 1, then we have to apply this formula to find the sum of the first n terms of a geometrical progressions. In case of an arithmetic progressions AP, if three terms are in AP and their sum is given to you, then what is the procedure to take them? Then take them as A minus B, A and A plus B. यदि तीन संख्याएं एपी में हैं क्वेश्चन में, you have to find three terms which are in AP and whose sum is given to you in the question, then you have to take these three terms as A minus B, A and A plus B. Let these are the three terms in AP whose sum is given. And in case of GP, product is given. And in case of four terms, you have to take A minus 2B, adding B, we get A minus B, again adding B, we get secondly, if four terms are in AP and whose sum is given, then take them as A minus 3B, adding 2D, we get A minus D, again adding 2D, we get A plus D, and last, again adding 2D here, we get A plus 3D. If four terms are in GP, AP, and whose sum is given to you in the question, then you have to take them like this. A minus 3D, A minus B, A plus D and A plus 3D. There is a common difference between them, and that common difference is 2D. And in this case, common difference is D. And if five terms are in AP and whose sum is given to you, then take them as A minus 2D, adding D, we get A minus D, again adding D, we get A and A plus D, and a plus 2d. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 terms whose sum is given and they are in GP. If we add them, d will be cancelled and we will find the value of a. In this case also, because sum is given, adding and equator to the given sum, we will get the value of a immediately in these type of questions. Therefore, this is very important to be remembered to find the solution of such type of questions. Even it is important for competition point of view. Now let us discuss the applications of the geometrical progressions. Exercise 9.4, question number 30, 11. Evaluate sigma k is equal to 1 to k is equal to 11, 2 plus 3 raised to power k. Sigma means sum. From k is equal to 1 to k is equal to 11. Solution: sigma k is equal to 1 to k is equal to 11, 2 plus 3 raised to power k. That is equal to, putting k is equal to 1, we get 2 plus 3 to power 1. Putting k is equal to 2, we get 2 plus 3 raised to power 2. 2 plus 3 raised to power 3 plus dot. At last 2 plus 3 raised to power 11. After putting last k is equal to 11, we get 2 plus 3 raised to power 11. That is further equal to 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus dot up to 11 times 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus dot up to 11 times, because last value of k is 11, plus 3 raised to power 1 plus 3 raised to power 2 plus 3 raised to power 3 plus dot up to 3 raised to power 11. Now this simply becomes 2 into 11 plus, it is a GP having 11 terms, and first term a is 3 and second term is 3 square, third term is 3 cube, because T3 upon T2 is equal to T2 upon T1 and value of R will be equal to 3, which is greater than 1. So it is a GP. Therefore, applying the formula Sn is equal to A into R to power n minus 1 upon R minus 1, we get 3 into 3 raised to power 11 minus 1 upon 3 minus 1. Because Sn is equal to A into R raised to power n upon minus 1 upon R minus 1 if R is greater than 1. Because in this case A is equal to 3 and R is equal to 3 square upon 3, that is 3, which is greater than 1. Therefore, you have to apply this one. Putting A is equal to 3 and R is equal to again 3 and n is equal to 11. We get this. That is further is equal to 22 plus 3 into 3 raised to power 11 minus 1 upon 2. And answer of this question becomes 22 plus 3 by 2 into 3 raised to power 11 minus 1. That is the answer of this question. This is the evaluation of this question. That's all. Now question number 13. How many terms of the GP or sequence 3 into 3 square into 3 cube and so on are needed to give the sum 120. So let this is Sn. Let first n terms are needed to give the sum 120. Let first n terms of the sequence three into 3 square into 3 cube into dot are needed to give the sum 120. Therefore, Sn is equal to 120 because the given sequence is a GP whose first term is a, that is 3, and common ratio r is 3, which is greater than 1. Therefore, applying the formula of if r is greater than 1, we get a into r raised to power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 is equal to 120. Putting the value of a, that is 3 into 3 raised to power n minus 1 upon 3 minus 1 is equal to 120. We get this implies 3 into 3 raised to power n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 120. Multiplied by 2, we get 3 into 3 raised to power n minus 1 is equal to 240. Dividing by 3, we get 3 raised to power n minus 1 is equal to 80. This again becomes, taking minus 1 to the right side, we get 3 raised to power n is equal to 80 plus 1. 3 raised to power n is equal to 81. Now, after factorizations, we will get 3 raised to power 4. Comparing, we get n is equal to 4. This is the answer of these questions. The first 4 terms are needed to give the sum 120. If the value of n is negative or in fractions, then your answer will be there are no terms which give the sum 120. But here n is a positive whole number, hence this is the answer. The 4 terms are needed to give the sum 120. If it is negative or fraction part, then there are no terms which gives the sum 120 will be the answer. So the answer of this question is n is equal to 4. That's all.